Imagine a day just like any other. The sun shines, birds chirp, and people go about their routines. Now picture all of that vanishing in an instant. Not because of a disaster, but because of something far stranger. Gravity takes a 5-second break. For those 5 seconds, the very force that holds us to the Earth disappears. We wouldn't be sucked into space, though. 5 seconds is too short for that. Instead, everything experiences a moment of weightlessness. People would gently lift off the ground, their initial surprise quickly turning into amusement. Cars would momentarily lose contact with the road, their wheels spinning uselessly in the air. Rivers would continue to flow, but their upward momentum would cause water to rise in a slow, rippling wave. Even the air we breathe would begin to drift upward, although the effect would be too subtle to notice in such a short time frame. This sudden weightlessness would extend to everything from the smallest insect to the largest skyscraper. Trees would sway as if caught in a powerful updraft, their leaves and branches reaching for the sky. Animals would find themselves momentarily airborne, their instinctive reactions battling with the unfamiliar sensation of weightlessness. Inside homes, objects would dance in mid-air, books would fly off shelves, lamps would sway precariously, and unsecured furniture would bump against ceilings. Liquids would behave in fascinating ways, forming into shimmering spheres or clinging to the sides of containers as surface tension took over. This brief period of weightlessness would be a surreal and exhilarating experience, as for 5 seconds the world would become a giant playground, free from the constraints of gravity, but as quickly as it began, it would all come to an end. While we might find the experience amusing, for birds and aircraft, the sudden absence of gravity would pose a serious threat. Birds, accustomed to the constant pull of gravity, would find themselves thrown off course. Their wings, designed for lift and propulsion, would be useless in the absence of air resistance. Planes too would be in danger. Without gravity to hold them aloft, they would begin to drift upward, their carefully calculated trajectories disrupted. Pilots, trained to handle a wide range of emergencies, would be faced with a situation unlike any they had ever encountered. For 5 seconds, the skies would become a chaotic ballet of confused birds and struggling aircraft. The sudden change in gravitational forces would test the limits of their design and the skills of those who operate them. And then, just as abruptly as it vanished, gravity would return. This wouldn't be a gentle return to normalcy, but a sudden jarring crash back to reality. Everything that was lifted off the ground would come plummeting back down. People would drop from their floating heights, the force of the impact determined by how high they had risen.